and the OKC Thunder are officially on top of the basketball world. They are your 2025 NBA champions. We're going to break it all down. Let's get it. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new video. This is our last game, or was our last game of the NBA season. It's officially over. We're officially in the offseason. Your 2024-2025 NBA champions are the Oklahoma City Thunder. There we go. We don't need to say OKC. This was definitely, I don't think it was the Game 7 that NBA fans really wanted. And obviously, the biggest storyline in this game and the saddest part about this game was the Halliburton injury. And first of all, prayers up to him. He pops his Achilles in the first quarter. Playing on a calf strain can do that to you. And I don't want to make this whole video about Tyrese because we've talked about him a lot on this channel. But seeing that injury and the way he goes down, and the sadness, and the knowing, and the thought of him, all the thoughts racing through his brain, and when he hits the floor, knowing that he's not gonna be able to play in this game, knowing he's out on the biggest stage and what he's looked forward to his entire life. When you're growing up playing basketball, you dream of playing in the NBA Finals, Game 7. And he was cooking in this game. I mean, he already had hit 3 3-pointers in the first half of the first quarter. He had 9 early points. He was getting it going offensively, and just one wrong misstep with that strained calf, Achilles tear. And we saw the same thing in 2019 with Kevin Durant when they were playing Toronto in the NBA Finals, when he was with the Warriors. And he played on a calf strain. And I don't remember if I said it on this channel, but I know I was talking to other people about it, saying the risks playing on something hurting your foot, or not your foot, but your leg, and especially a calf strain. Literally in 2019, exact same injury from Kevin Durant. Calf strain, he's cooking in the first quarter, tears his Achilles, knows exactly what he did, knows he's not going to be able to play in the game. Another really sad moment. I think the difference was that Kevin Durant was already a 2-time NBA champion, already a 2-time Finals MVP, had already won an MVP. Like, he was on top of the basketball world. And I think we knew that he had already gotten his, and it sucks to see anyone go down with injury. But Halliburton was so much different, and I think a lot of NBA fans took it differently tonight because of all the great moments he gave us in this postseason, and how he made a lot of people who were not watching the NBA playoffs come to watch the NBA playoffs, hitting his game winners. Obviously, he hit one in each series. He hits one in game 1 of these finals, and it just sucks to see a player have to deal with something like that because everyone hates injuries. And like I said, I'm not going to make this whole video about Halliburton, but it just sucks. And if you know me, you know I'm a big Tyrese Halliburton guy. I try to keep unbiased in these finals, but I was really rooting for the Pacers tonight. I really wanted them to get it done. But let's move on to OKC. They really, in the first half, I thought that their aggressiveness and let's say after the Halliburton injury, because this is when everyone was just shocked in the entire arena, even the players, the coaches, the refs, the fans, everyone was just, that place went dead silent. Like, it was the most insane thing I've ever seen. And for it to go that silent in a Game 7, something really, really bad happened. And I think it took both teams out of sync. And the Pacers were up at half by 1. And OKC, I thought, at the end of that first half, it was annoying to watch them not be aggressive, not pursue offensive rebounds like they always do, not try to turn Indiana over when they don't have their best player on the floor. Like, how are we not pushing the pace, like driving downhill. Like, it was a bunch of stuff that OKC I was a little sad about in the first half, to watch them just like felt like they didn't even care. And then the second half, that all flipped. It was like the aggressiveness in that third quarter. The coaching by Mark Daigneault, I thought, was incredible. The subs he made, the way when TJ McConnell started cooking in this game, he scored like 12 straight points for the Pacers, and he immediately blitzes him after he scored his first 6. And he scored some more, but like Mark Daigneault's coaching, I think he outcoached Rick Carlisle. I was really weirded out when Rick Carlisle went to an all-bench lineup when they need scoring. Siakam's minutes were really weird in the third quarter. I think he played the entire fourth. But, like, I don't think Rick Carlisle coached his best game, and I think everyone was just kind of out of it. Not out of it, I shouldn't say that, because it's the Game 7 in the NBA Finals. No one's out of it. But, like, disheartened, I should say, on the Pacers coaching staff and on the Pacers bench by that Halliburton injury. It is just tough to see your guy go down like that. And I thought Rick Carlisle's coaching was not great tonight, and I thought Mark Daigneault coached a great game. Chet Holmgren tonight was freaking incredible defensively. His offense was still pretty putrid, I'm not going to lie, but defensively, he was incredible. The way he was switching on the guards, the way he was attacking pick and rolls, he was really fun to watch defensively tonight. His length is like something out of this world. There was a play where TJ McConnell goes into his chest, and on a shot blocker, that's what you're supposed to do. You go into the person's chest and you try to finish through contact. Chet Holmgren has way too long of arms to be able to do that, and it was one of the most incredible plays I've ever seen, that block. And I know it's on a 6-foot dude on a 7'1" guy, but still, his blocking tonight, his just defensive aggressiveness, I thought was what was great. And obviously offensively, they won the NBA Finals, so I can't really like say he should have done more offensively. But I thought tonight, Shea got a lot more hate on, like, I guess to say, like, in the NBA world in this game than he should have. I thought his playmaking was incredible tonight. His vision and the way when he would get doubled and blitzed on pick and rolls to find the open guy. I don't know how many assists he finished with tonight, but I think it was a good amount. And coming off, 2 games ago where he had 0 assists, he impressed me a lot with his playmaking tonight. He was always making the right play. He never forced anything, and that's just impressive from a score-first guy. He obviously wins Finals MVP. He now has the MVP, the Western Conference Finals MVP, the Finals MVP, an NBA championship, and the scoring title. Heck of a season from SGA, and it will go down as one of the best seasons ever. And as for the Indiana Pacers and what you can do going into next year, you're most likely going to be without Tyrese Halliburton for a while, maybe the entirety of next season, which sucks, right? So I don't know what the exact move is for the Pacers. You gave up 23 in the draft to the Pelicans, so you don't have a first-round draft pick. I don't know. I guess it's retaining guys in free agency. Like, I think they're going to throw Miles Turner a decent contract. But, like, it's going to suck next year because you don't have your best player. I mean, you could say Pascal's your best player, but, like, it just stinks because it's like you rode this high and this amazing run, and you might be at a low for next season. It might be a rough season. And as for OKC, I do think this is the start of their little dynasty. I think they'll win another one in the next 5 years. I don't know if they'll win like 4 in the next 5 years, but I do think they'll be able to win another one. I think they're going to be able to get back to the Western Conference Finals next year if they're able to retain their guys. They still have the 15th overall pick in this year's draft. Like, they have stuff that they can build upon. And yeah, they can keep developing their guys. They still have Nikola Topic, who did not play at all this year. And he was like, could have been the number 1 pick before. So, like, he went to EuroLeague. He got hurt. I think OKC drafts him at like 9 maybe or something. But, like, he was rumored to go number 1 before he, like, went to EuroLeague and had that injury and stuff. So, like, there's guys that they have on their bench that they can develop. They still have AJ Mitchell, who I think was a great guy. I'm trying to remember where he played. It's somewhere. It's like UC Santa Barbara, or like UC San Diego. It's something out there. Yeah, I don't. It's just the cool. It's sad that the NBA season is over, and it's pretty incredible what OKC did this year. And I think a lot of people are going to talk about how this championship could have asterisks on it, just because of the Halliburton injury. It doesn't. Like, OKC was so incredible this year. And when we look back and we look at this team in, 10 years, 15 years, we're going to be like, that team's good. Like, that team was impressive because I think they're all still developing. Like, I think Shea is entering his prime. I don't think he's, like, even to the pinnacle of his prime. Chet, I don't think is in his prime yet. I think he still has a ton more development. I think J-Dub has a ton of development in his game. There's guys off the bench that they can develop. So, like, this OKC team, they're the second youngest team ever to reach a finals, the youngest team ever to win it. It's impressive. And I do think they have a dynasty brewing, and I'm excited to see what they do in the offseason because Sam Presti, with how well he did putting together this team, retaining the team and keeping the team together is going to be harder. When they're all up for bigger contracts, it's going to be hard to keep this team relevant. And that's what we've seen from like the Boston Celtics, who in the next year to 2 years are going to have to blow up some of their roster. So I'll be interested to see the moves that OKC makes this offseason because there's not really anything they have to do, but I'm interested if they add more veteran pieces or anything like that. And then as for the Pacers, I think it's just playing it by ear. It's seeing Halliburton's injury, seeing the severity of it, which an Achilles tear is pretty severe. I think going to maybe get a point guard in free agency would be big. Maybe we just develop Nembhard into that full-time point guard role. I don't know. I think that's really all I got. I'm excited for the NBA offseason. It's one of my favorite things. I'm going to have... Oh, and KD got traded, by the way, which, if you know me, I'm a Suns fan. So that video will definitely be coming out. That'll probably be out tomorrow. We'll have a big board out, I guess, Tuesday, and then maybe put a mock draft out Wednesday morning. That'll probably be... There could be another video sprinkled in there, too, draft-wise, but we're going to push out draft videos this entire before the draft week. We've got some filmed, so they'll come out simultaneously. That's really all I got. OKC Thunder, your 2025 NBA champions. Peace out.